Hi everybody, this is Michael and today I will be talking about 5 rules of efficient in-game communication. I've been using these rules in every team I have led and they were often doing miracles with players. So all you have to do, which might not be easy, is to introduce these rules to your team and convince your mate to obey them. If your team will manage to follow these principles for 2 to 3 weeks, I can almost guarantee to you that you will refuse to stop using them afterwards. Rule number 1 is no crying or complaining during practical or official matches. As we all know, it never helps and it only causes frustration among other players. So if you really need to whine, do it with your microphone muted, okay, so that others can't hear you crying. The rule number 2 is no criticism toward other players for their specific plays. Only positive or constructive feedback is acceptable. Trust me, if somebody made a mistake, he knows it, okay? There is no point of constantly reminding him about it. It might make feel you better for a second, but it greatly damages the self-confidence of a player. Especially if such a player took justified risk and it did not pay off. When you criticize such behavior, he might be keeping this thought in the back of his head and hesitate when a great opportunity for aggressive or unusual play appears in the future. What I mean by constructive feedback? If one of your teammates plays like a noob and keeps dying, well, let's say on short on Dust 2, so instead of shouting at him like, get your shit together, we're losing each round because of you, offer him 1 or 2 solutions, saying either, let's go together to cover short, you bait and I throw molo when they come, or, hey mate, let's leave short for now, come with us on long and we will be retaking A side if they plant a bomb. So generally, instead of being fault finder, try to be solution oriented person. The rule number 3 is only info, at least in the beginning. Many players have a habit of constantly talking things completely irrelevant to the ongoing match. It might be their way of dealing with the stress or just a character trait. Anyway, if you have such person in your team, ask him to work on himself because pointless talking just does not allow other teammates to focus on the game. The rule number 4 is no writing or answering on opponent's comments. Of course, unless both teams know each other very well. But if you play versus a team that you never played before, focus on the game, not on socializing with them. In the teams that I led in the past, there was a rule that only in-game leader could write on open chat. And if I had an anxious player in the team and he was unable to obey this rule, I was always asking him to type CL mute enemy team 1. In CS 1.6 there was a different comment for it, but anyway you get my point. The rule number 5 is talk what you see. Many times during the match, respawn assumptions and plans on executing certain strategy can't be fulfilled if one of the players dies early in the round and you play in disadvantage. Usually in such situations players have a tendency of not talking too much and dying one by one, as if their purpose was just to move on to the next round. You must understand that those who are currently alive are ears and eyes of an in-game leader, and they should be providing as much information as possible in order to allow their in-game leader to come up with best possible calls. I will be talking more about in-game leadership in one of the future episodes, as this is quite broad topic. So these are the 5 rules that I have been implementing in all the teams I was leading in the past. Now notice that the goal of the first 4 rules is to limit unnecessary communication, whereas the idea behind the 5th rule is to encourage players to actually talk more. The point is that when the players stop talking and thinking about useless stuff, from the gaming perspective of course, they allow themselves to focus more on the important issues, which is an ongoing match in this case. Following the first 4 rules should kind of automatically help the players to talk more about current in-game situation, because they will feel a need of expressing themselves in some way. That is all what I have prepared in this episode for you guys. I wanna know what are your experiences when it comes to communication issues in your teams. Also, if you need some advice, feel free to leave a comment and I guarantee that I will reply to it within 24 hours. In the end, I really hope you found this video useful and informative. If so, click on the like button and subscribe to my channel for more stuff like that. Thanks for watching and I see you soon with another video.